Virgo, welcome to your Intimate Tarot reading. What's up? What's going on? If you're new to the channel and you'd like to know why I read Intimate Tarot, specifically sexual energy, what it's about, whom it benefits, what you can expect from it, it will be outlined for you in detail in the description box. But nevertheless, heads up, if you're that person who is sensitive around the subjects of sexual energy, identification, or description, feel free to pass this reading type up. It's no big deal, but please do take a moment to check out the description box. It might be a reading type that benefits you, okay? That's the whole idea of any and all tarot readings, really. It's all about understanding our energies better. But there you go. Okay, and for those who know what's up, you're my regulars, welcome back. Show me that Virgo sexual energy, please. Show me that Virgo sexual energy. Show me Virgo. Show me Virgo. Like always, take it resonates, leave it does not. Reverse those energies as you see fit. These are, after all, general collective readings, not one-to-one private, which is to say they may not resonate at all. Frustrating, but normal. Check your other placements. You will find yourself in there somewhere. Show me Virgo. Show me Virgo. Show me Virgo. What's going on, please? Show me Virgo. Page of Wands, Two of Wands. Huh. All right. The Star, Eight of Cups. Okay. The Empress. Very important person. VIP. Is that you? Is that them? I don't know. You started off with a couple of little guys right there. Page of Wands, Two of Wands. Now, I don't mean that in any sort of pun. It is what it is. You can see it for yourself. You're like, I'm thinking about opening up. I feel like maybe I could, but it's so small. A little bit of passion there. It's not a lot, but the decision to open up is really real for you. Two of Wands, that's active decision making. I grant you it takes a little bit of time, but it's still active. It's like the decision is yours to open up. The Star, Eight of Cups. That's different. The Star suggests desirability that is sustainable, right? Long-term desire. Long-term desire. Something that we can aim ourselves over and over again to or towards. It's called to us. Eight of Cups. I'm going to have to check that person out. It suggests that they used to desire you a great deal, but now they're no longer emotionally in it or available. We'll see. And then what's crossing you two, new or shared, is the Empress. There's a sense of empowerment here. Now in sexual tarot, excellent. Okay? The Empress is ideal. First of all, she's exclusive, so let's put that on the table right now. Sexually exclusive. The idea is I know my worth, and I designate it to one person of my choosing who is likely my equal. Okay? So that sexual embodiment of empowerment, I know what I can give you and I want to. I choose to. Right? She personifies sexual choice, but exclusive sexual choice. Of everything and anybody I could have given this to, I give it to you. Okay? Let's keep on. King of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, the Four of Cups. See? Seven of Pentacles. I know there's a steady growth here. There's a particular pathway in motion. It's not the most exciting. It's just, I know you want to feel more. I know you do. I see it. King of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands. That is active sexual energy. I feel myself. I feel good about myself. I like who I am. I feel my worth and I can express it. But the Four of Cups suggests we're not giving and receiving our worth. Emotionally and sexually, we are dissatisfied, but you know you have so much more to give. I know you do. I know you feel it. The dissatisfaction comes from that disparity of knowledge. I know what I want to feel, and this is what's actually happening. And that's where the two worlds are not meeting. And it creates that Four of Cups. You have, I want to feel so much more. I'm stable. I'm resourceful, right? I'm reliable. I want to feel things. I want to be alive. I want to feel the passion. And then the Four of Cups comes in and it reminds us that that's not happening. The outcome is Seven of Pentacles. Slow growth. Hopefully it's not plateau. We need to check. I'm going to start with you. I'm so curious. Immediately got Page of Wands, Two of Wands. It's a decision to open up to what, or should I say whom, if at all. See, because I know you feel a blast of passion that's natural. I know you feel it. But the execution suggests maybe it's small, though. Maybe it's not too much. Maybe I'm trying to feel my way around how to open up and decide on it. Okay, let's take a look. I'm not trying to give you heck. I'm trying to understand, because I know that King of Pentacles is you. I just do. And that Knight of Wands. I know you're not giving and receiving your worth. I know. Four Cups in sexual tarot is emotional and sexual frustration, disappointment, lethargy, detachment. Again, it comes from that knowledge of, I know I could feel more, and I'm not getting that. So, let's take a look at that Page of Wands and the Two of Wands, please. King of Cups, the Tower. Oh, Eight of Wands. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Ooh, see, you try to, people, not just you, but collectives will just try to throw me off with that small stuff. Pages, twos, maybe some threes, but mostly pages. Nothing's going on. And then I clarify, and it's like, and you did a, trying to keep something to yourself, are you? It's not happening. I mean, you can do. It's just, I don't want you to. King of Cups, the Tower, Eight of Wands. It would require an active revelation of the self. Ooh. Talk about feeling exposed. There is a part of you, if you can believe it, that really wants to, I know it's a scary word for Virgo, expose yourself. From the heart space. Get your mind out of the gutter. No, that was leading. I know what it's supposed to sound like. It was on purpose. Thank you. No, the King of Cups, the Tower, Eight of Wands, you would, you have to make the decision. It's so small. It's like it's no big deal. King of Cups, the Tower, the Eight of Wands, it's your choice to kind of expose your heart space. Ouch. But it's a good ouch. It's supposed to be honest. It's emotional honesty, and it's raw as hell. It's raw, but it's beautiful. It's the kind of thing I would applaud. That's what I want people to do. I know what that level of vulnerability is. It's scary, but it's also so honest. And it can feel so good for that reason. You know, and you really want to expose your heart space, and maybe some other things. But for now, we're going to stick to the heart. There's sexual energies in there too, of course. Wand is still wand. There's so much that you would like to say from your heart, possibly from your loins. But for the now, it's the heart. And it would require you cracking open a magnificent tower. I don't see you being on the receiving end of it, to be clear. I see it coming from you. These couple little guys, these two pages just knocking around, not taking each other seriously. It's a decision to open up for you. And what's behind that decision is actually quite large, monumental. Okay. King of Cups, the Tower, Eight of Wands. Really communicating what we feel. I don't think you've done it. It's a decision attached to you. Even though you've tried to minimize it, it's still a decision attached to you. And it has a lot of meaning and weight, but I think you know that. I know you know that. You feel it. We really want to reveal our feelings. And, of course, possibly sexual energies too. But I don't mean to presume. I don't think you do either. It's just kind of par for course. And whatever it is that we would like to express ourselves to. Okay, let's jump on over here. Eight of Cups, the Star. So that's a conflicting report. I really, 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 really desire you. Baby, I could fulfill you in ways you wouldn't even believe. But I gotta walk away. Eight of Cups. Let's say Eight of Cups to the Star, please. Let's say Eight of Cups to the Star. Eight of Cups to the star, please. It's funny, I had a little refresher at Taurus, just a little coffee, and I'm looking at yours, and I'm like, well, maybe I need another one. I don't... What's going on, please? What's going on? It's just devil. The Hermit. Oh, they had to withdraw their energies towards you. Okay. They did. They said it was the right thing to do. They said something about desiring you at that level was not correct. That perhaps it was them problem or a problem with the connection. But it's also kind of saying, in fairness, we both had problems. So they're showing me high levels of honesty. Like I said, they like to put that milk and honey all over you with the stars there. That's a sustaining desire, guys. In other words, long-term mating, if you will, because I see that in you. I see it in you. I put my desires and hopes and sexual energies and fantasies on you. I want to reach for those stars, please. Will you reach for me back? And then they showed me disconnected. Eight of Cups. So the fact that they had to walk away from such a strong desire towards you. They said in fairness, there's something about this that perhaps neither one of you met the connection at the highest capacity that you were capable of. Something about it turned sour and or patternized or became too haunting. It would not become requited. It would not meet itself where it was supposed to between you two. I don't know, because there's a sense of justice here that this person recognizes on both people's behalf there with the Devil, including yourself here with the Hermit. They're saying, while it is a deeply reflective connection and desire that they say is honest, they said, in your own respective ways, you both failed to meet it correctly. They recognize this on their terms. In other words, they recognize the fault in themselves as much as anything else. And it's like if they could have repaired it with you, they would have done. But they said this is something they could not repair. There was too much discord, or like I said, a sense of not being able to requite desires and understanding of each other, being able to fulfill them to the point that it started to feel bad or toxic, something like that. The desire was too high, and there was no way to work it out. That's a lot of power energy right there. I could break those down respectively in and of their own rights. Another 3, 3, and a 3. So even though they had to walk from their own desire when it came to you in this connection, they didn't want to. But they also said the failings were on both sides. Not just you and not just them. Okay? It's almost like they had too much attraction towards you. But they weren't able to connect to it at the emotional level with you. And they're saying that's somewhere in there, that's where things got screwed up. Okay? Like I said, there was parts of this that were not requited. Because if it had been, I don't think I'd be seeing this. All right? It stands to reason. So you can either identify with this or you can't. Take what resonates, leave what does not, etc. Let's see the Empress there, right in the middle. Show me the Empress, show me the Empress, show me the Empress. Show me the Empress, please. Oh. Cinnamon's home today. It's so hard for her sometimes. It's so hard for her sometimes, I know. And Mommy's doing this all day. That's why I send her to daycare some days. Right? When it's just me and her, or me, her, and my daughter, we have an absolute blast. There's days like today where it's not so easy. Oh, it's so sweet. I got her a little stuffed octopus that's blue and yellow, because those are the two colors that dogs, if they can't see color, those are the ones that they can see the best. And she's been carrying it around her mouth ever since. It's so cute. I'm only telling you this because she is a Virgo. Otherwise, I don't think you care about the details of my talk. What's going on, please? But I like that. I like that. It's become her little cuddle toy. She takes it with her everywhere. It's so sweet. All right. The Empress. The Seven of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Four of Pentacles. Somebody here who, these are persons of importance. That means they do the hard things as well as the easy things, right? Otherwise, you're not a person of importance. If you don't know how to be empowered, that means you don't know how to take direction. That means you don't know how to make decisions. And it means you linger when you should be taking action, that kind of thing. In other words, you don't know how to stand behind your own sense of drive and will, okay? Somebody here who has all the skills of the Empress and empowerment shut down the opportunity for truth. It was either you or them. Seven of Wands, Ace of Swords, Four of Pentacles. Active withholding of the truth, time, energy, and effort spent. The sexual frustration, denied it all, like it didn't matter. We rejected the truth here, somebody did. Okay? In terms of what they were really experiencing. What they were really experiencing is that we rejected that. This is not my equal. This is not my mate. This is not my one. So we went into a space of anti-empowerment because whenever we reject the truth, we reject ourselves. And therefore, anything that we are essentially meant to be a part of. So the Empress there being on the baseline suggests we could still be those things. Okay? You cannot step into empowerment unless you know what it's like to make difficult decisions and take responsibility for them. Okay? It's not about getting what you want. It's about understanding this is my truth. And it may not be the best, it may not be the prettiest, but it is mine. And I stand by that. Okay? So the Empress here was confronted with an equal. And she spent a lot of time rejecting that truth. Okay? Whomever she is or he is. This is my equal in every way except the reality that I allow it to show itself. So we withheld the truth, we withheld sexual energy, we withheld emotional energy, and refrained. So somebody took their empowerment to a space of refraining instead of being honest about what they were feeling and experiencing and why. Okay? And I can see where that happens. It's a very common misconception. If I just be strong-willed, then I'm being empowered. Well, that depends on what you think empowerment is. If it's just deny, then you're someone who has responsibility with no sense of how to use it. You know? But it's to accept the terms and conditions for which we understand we are living, thinking, and feeling, then you're empowered. Empowerment's not about how much you can reject, it's also accepting what's right for you. So there you go. I got a little bit of the both of you in there. About what you could do to experience this. How they perceived it, and perhaps still could. And how, as someone who is their most empowered self, can stop rejecting the truth and step into it. Okay? So far, it's pretty straightforward. In terms of the sexual energy, like I said, for you, you're showing me the emotions would have to come first, and it would take a fairly sizable revelation to generate communication. 8 of Wands. Okay? It calls to your heart. It does. And there's something about the sexual energy here that you equate with this person as being explosive. It's not necessarily a bad thing. But it's equal parts attractive as well as possibly formidable. And for their part, they're like, I desired this too much. And probably screwed up too much. Again, they said if they could have fixed it with you, they would have. Okay. All right, let's jump on down here to the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the Four of Cups. Let's see how you're experiencing then. Your outer world and future. To be clear, I see them walking away from this not because they wanted to, which is a big difference, and someone who feels that they have to, which is what I think that they were leaning into. I feel I have to walk away from this, not that I want to. But it's kind of like we both stepped foot in this and we did a bad job of it. Something like that. Like I said, they do recognize their part. They say their biggest fault was wanting this too much. Do they feel an obligation to separate from it? Okay. Let's see that King of Pentacles. Let's see that King of Pentacles. Show me that King of Pentacles. Let's see that King of Pentacles, please. There's that Page of Wands again. And Six of Cups. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I know. A little bit of investment can go a long way. Okay. So perhaps taking it out of this box of a huge revelation in order to generate the activity, maybe start with a couple of pages, bring it down to scale. Okay. Bring it down to scale. Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles. I think that's better suited. I think this is what's been building up in your energy. And maybe you're right. Maybe it does take a rather sizable revelation of feelings in order to readdress this, to get it back in your particular sphere. Okay. If you want it, tarot doesn't dictate action. You do. Tarot's the proof of choice, not the absence of it. I just see where two people played their particular parts and ensuring that this connection didn't function very well. Okay. Again, not an insult. There's a reason people watch tarot. It's to understand more about themselves, not flatter themselves that they were perfect. So let's keep that in mind. Okay. Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles, Six of Cups, King of Pentacles. That's very manageable. Very manageable. And as someone who is resourceful, reliable, and you kind of pride yourself every day on knowing what to do, a couple of pages might do it. The Six of Cups, the Soul Bond, whatever this is to you. The frustrations aside, wanting, desiring this too much, understanding that there are both faults here, putting all that aside, revelation of one's feelings, rejecting of the true self. Okay. Honestly, there's nothing here that can't be fixed with a little bit of investment. It's a soul bond. I know it's precious to you. It denotes the past. Of course it does. And it also reflects that sign in the heart space. But a page of, this is what we're talking about. This is that same person. You have to make that decision to open up. Okay? Again, I'm not putting on you in terms of assignment of blame or judgment. Please get out of that thinking. This is the Virgo I'm looking at. Okay? They already made a decision, and it was a powerful one, even if it was an uncomfortable one. You have one too. And it's easily done in a couple of pages. A little bit of investment, a little bit of willingness to be open, see what happens. Whether or not you will do it, I don't know. They're complex, aren't they? They are spiritually and emotionally complex to you. We don't quite understand someone like this, do we? Yeah, you do. It's just in a different way of knowing. I think you understand this person more than you're giving yourself credit for. They might be more of a complicated creature. That's okay. They're still a human being. I'll tell you. This has a lot of big ideas about spirituality and healing. I just know that they greatly desired you. And they said, this is where I fucked up, and this is where I think Virgo fucked up. And between those two things, I should probably call it quits. Let's see that Knight of Wands. That's all that really is. All that fussiness aside. The Knight of Wands. Let's see, the thing is, you're here. You know these things about this person in your own way. Okay? Let's see that Knight of Wands. Let's see that Knight of Wands. The Moon. The Four of Wands. The Ace of Cups. It's not so secret, is it? Here's the thing, it's not unknown to you. I know an unknown moon when I see it. In other words, that person's walking around completely ignorant. You're not. It's active secret. You feel it. I want them, but it's like my secret. I want to love them, but that's my secret. I want to feel passion with that person, but it's my secret. You know. It's all right here. Like I said, a couple pages can go a long way. It can go a long way. I can see you both made missteps. The details, that's going to come down to you and your person. But you don't know how far those pages can carry you into the future if you just drop one. Okay? Four Cups. Emotional and sexual. See, I know you have your place in the world. I know you're comfortable with it. The AC has a way of kicking on at a very dramatic moment, doesn't it? I know. I know you want to feel so much more. I know you want to experience so much more. I know you do. I know you do. And they might be complicated. They might be a this, that, and the other. They might be a completely different sense of species to you. And nevertheless, your souls want each other. So much for simple versus complicated. I find, honestly, some of the best connections, they're always running those two veins. Always. The healthiest one is the people that you can check in on and they're still together time after time. They're always fall into one or two groups. Birds of a feather, right? Very standard, very normal. Meet someone who's like you. And it's pretty obvious. It's straightforward. Okay? And then the people who seem to be exact opposites. They both actually work in their own respective ways. And that's because those two people, regardless of how alike or different they are, choose to make it work. So, both of you then, are you those types that can choose to make this work? If we step into the truth of it. See that Four Cups? Oh, absolutely. Oh, God, yes. And I don't mean, we both like pizza. Everybody likes pizza. We both like music. Everybody likes music. What are your thoughts on, having goals? Having a life? What does that mean? What does that look like? How did you work to achieve it? Or what? Where do we actually have things in common? Not how we look, not our matching incomes, not this, not that. I mean the stuff where it counts. Sometimes you realize how complicated you are versus how simple someone else is. And that's either going to do one of two things. It's either going to turn you off or it's going to turn you on. So I know you two look like apples and oranges, but where it counts, you're not. You're the same, I believe. Anyway, back to that Four Cups. Well, I'm complicated. I don't need to be connected to another complicated person. I don't need... sometimes simplicity is best, It's like, I'm not trying to deal with another Christina. Oh my God, no. I'm enough for me, thank you very much. Which means I gotta be enough for someone else. And oh boy, will they have that in spades, eh? No, I get it. I feel like you're that Virgo who's like, I'm just a simple Virgo. I'm a simple earth being. I'm a simple earthian. I don't know. A lot of earth energy in here. And, but God dang, this calls to me. And I think I want it. I know I do. I love it. I think I could be in love with it. I'm passionate for it. But they don't make sense, Christina. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. They do. Nine of Pentacles, Six of Swords, the Four of Pentacles. Okay. We got to relinquish this need to hold on or control or to hold back. Somebody's got to let go of that. It's a key feature. It keeps coming up. I can't say it doesn't. It keeps coming up here and here. It's a key feature to this whole thing. Somebody has to be willing to let go of control. You know, holding back, it's causing our own misery here with the Four of Cups over, and it's perpetuating. Someone's not giving themselves nearly enough credit for being an Empress or being a Nine of Pentacles. Sense of individuation, bare minimum. Ownership of the self. Sometimes by accepting things we don't understand, we actually complete ourselves. It is a form of ownership. By saying this is different for me, I want to step into that. I feel it. I don't understand it. But I just know that holding back sucks and it doesn't work. Okay, that's step one. Acknowledging holding back doesn't work. It sucks. It does. Like I say all the time, the best connections are the one that challenge, right? Not have you feel down or broken or suppressed, or smothered, or disconnected and busy and distracted. The best connections have you challenge yourself. Say, can I step into this? Can I evolve? Can I be different? Because I want to connect. Yeah, I mean, like I said, a couple pages can go a long way. It's possible. I see that Seven of Pentacles. Somebody's got a snatched waist. Nice silhouette. It's like right there in the waist. I don't know if they have a traditional hourglass figure, but it's really compact. Compact, just a compact form. Corset's cinched waist, tapers in is my point. Tapers in. What's that? Favorite spots? What about favorite spots? Okay, this is really weirdly specific. I don't think it has anything to do with intimacy, I think, unless it's a form of personal pleasure for one person. I would show them parts of the city they've never seen. Now, if you're a territorial person and you really pride yourself on knowing everything and everybody, right? It's not like, ooh, I'm territorial. It's just like you know your stomping grounds and you take a lot of pleasure in that. You're connected to a little... I don't know, I just had this vision of... I want to take them places that they probably don't know about or they've never... Like when you go to certain places and you're like, man, I could see bringing them here. They would love this. They would get a kick out of this. Somebody likes to drive. What shall it be, Virgo? What shall it be? What shall it be? They do like how calm you are. Something about the steadiness and the patience, and that you had a heck of a job refraining from your sexual energies, something like that. They admire that, but they found it frustrating at the same time. Like they know that you had to show a lot of restraint, and they admired it but were frustrated by the same time. Well, that's what happens when you desire someone that high, right? And it couldn't be met. Excuse me. Let's see that Seven of Pentacles, please. Six of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, Two of Wands. What's more, I'm going to refer you back to you. Okay. It doesn't seem like much, but those little decisions aren't so little. Sometimes they can make all the difference, yeah? 10 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. There's a growing need here. And it is within your skill set. I see you making a decision that says, I would like to harmonize with this. It took you a while to arrive to it at your own kind of comfortable pace with the 7 of Pentacles, okay? But the output suggests, if anything else, if nothing else, perhaps it's better said, if nothing else, I could see maybe in some way where I could fit this person in my life. So I think you're trying to leave expectations out of it, okay? Because you just opened them up into, they're part of my circle, and when I look out on occasion, I'd like to know that they're there. In other words, someone you know you could bounce with, and perhaps they have greater meaning in your life. And it's kind of like saying, maybe if that, if nothing else. And you can have a balanced system like that with anybody. It's what you might call, additionally, conceivably see you building yourself up. It's more like, what is workable for me now? Okay. And in that respect, I kind of agree, because your place of emotion and passion are still, like I said, it's a known moon to you. It's not unknown. You're aware of it. But I also don't think you immediately want to fly into that, right? It's kind of, no, I don't think you do. Once more, I'm not laughing at you. I have a personality, and things have a way of making an impression upon me, and I tend to react in that moment. I bring it up, that way other people in the comments don't have to. You shouldn't be laughing at my pain. I'm not. I'm laughing at the humanness of how everything we need to know is here. You didn't really need tarot for that. It was just here this whole time. Yeah, that's why people watch tarot, though. Information of direction, what they've been thinking and feeling, and is it correct? Yeah, it is. It was there the whole time. But I'm telling you, I tell you, those couple pages can make a big difference. And I like, actually, the final presentation for you. It's not here yet. You're still rising into it, okay? You're still rising into it. But there's the decision, whatever this person is, it would be a good comfort to me to know that they're there. And maybe this will hold a space and time for me later. Just not right now, right? The fullness of love and the passion to do this. So you're saying this is what I can do, and I like what you can do, okay? Given the, I don't like wasting people's time. I don't like mine being wasted either. No, it's a rational conclusion on this person's part that they desired this too much, and they couldn't reconcile themselves to you emotionally, and they said that there was failure on both sides, that they exhausted by it too. That's all I really got from them. So I know they seem complicated. I don't. You know them better than you're giving yourself credit for. And to answer your question, I can only see what's probable, not what isn't. So the fact that I'm saying that 6 of Pentacles suggests that they agreed. Okay. Like I said, a couple of pages can go a long way. We'll get to the Ace of Cups and the 4 of Wands. That's later. That'll be in time. Okay. With Christina. But are you willing to make yourself uncomfortable if it means achieving that? Let's just get you two to terms on the same page. Things will work out later, okay? Not everything has a plan or a guarantee right away, as we should know, okay? But may you, in future, when you look out upon your cups, may theirs be there for you when you need it, okay? And you for them. Yeah. All right. Let your friends help you. Try not to be closed off, and that's anyone whom you trust for good counsel. Okay, situation, perhaps remove themselves from it, okay? But yeah, there you go. This could be the one. Oh, that's what I said. Those were the words. You took the words right out of my mouth. Ow, that's wild. That's meatloaf, by the way. You took the words right out of my mouth. It must have been while you were kissing me. You took the words right out of my mouth. And I swear it's true. I was just about to say I love you. Damn. Somehow that's fitting, and I don't know why, but it's fitting. You took the words right out of my mouth. That's so fitting, isn't it? It must have been while you were kissing me. This could be the one. What did I say? I said, this might be the one, but maybe it's the one later. Okay, let's focus on the basics first. Yeah, I know. There was a time of separation. That's what I told you. This person came to that same conclusion. It was more than chemistry, baby. But these are oracle cards. They're only going to have so much coverage. But yeah, no, there's a high level of desire for this person. And it's for that same reason. It's like, because I want this too much, I have to walk away from it. We both screwed up. Something like that. But yeah, in chemistry, that's like this. That was definitely this person's imprint right there. Huh. Yeah. This one, real quick. You say they're such a good dresser. Somebody's a good dresser. I projected my unhappiness on you. I projected my unhappiness onto you. I was unhappy, and I put it on you. The sense and blinking lights are me. Ah, I said some of you know your cities really well. I said earth energy. Can't miss it, right? This is my territory. This is my terrain. This is what I know. This is who I know, baby. We know all of them. We know everybody. And so for some of you, everything is a signal to you. This is where I'm at. You're constantly oriented in your reality. Everything from the lights to the street names to the sense. Like if somebody blindfolds you and turns you around and you can smell the bakery, you're like, northwest. I always found these to be vaguely helpful. Sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't. Okay. Please don't blame yourself. I don't know who would say that to the other, but please don't blame yourself. Please don't blame yourself. Okay. Oh, we went well over with yours. Okay, that's enough, honey. Virgo, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. By the way, when? That's up to you. I don't dictate that. You do. It's something that you're having to work up into. But only when it feels correct, not because you've worked yourself up into a mental state. No. It's because you took your time with it. So when those pages are ready to emerge, it's because they are. And you will have confidence to do so. All right, put it in the comments. Take care. Be well.